So the flyer on the left contains the original picture, and the one on the right is after we've applied what we are coming to learn in this video. So if you want to transform your flyers, without any further ado, let's jump right into this video. So we are going to open the image that we want to enhance. So let's go to open. We have our image here. You can locate your image, click open. Now copyright smudge reserved. All right, so let's pick, we just need to cut the background. Let's pick the quick selection tool, and from the top here you can click on select subject. Now your subject will be selected. Use the shift plus control and then hit J on the keyboard to cut out from the background. And from the layers panel, you can see, you can just toggle the visibility. All right, and then after that you can drag the background into the trash to delete it. Good. Now let's go to filter from the top here, and then let's pick camera raw filter from here. And from here we are just going to add a texture of plus 98. From the down here you can see texture right here, just push it to plus 98, and then clarity we are just going to move it to plus 100. All right, and then for the dehaze we are just going to add a little of, let's say, plus 10. So after that you just come and push it to plus 10, and from here we go to the exposure. Let's push it to plus 0.4. okay, then after that let's keep the contrast at plus 18. okay, and then let's push the blacks to plus 10, and the vibrance let's keep it to, let's say, plus 38. okay, and you can choose to add a little on top of the contrast and the exposure. Let's go and click OK. Now you can use the control and shift control Z to toggle before and after. okay, so this the before and after, before, after. Good. Now when you zoom in you can see pixelations or noise on the skin. okay, and we don't want that. We just need to get rid of them and make the skin smooth. okay, so let's go into the layers panel, Control J, and then duplicate this layer, or you can drag it into the plus icon down here and you have your duplicate. Now let's right click and then choose create clipping marks from this list. Good. All right, so now let's go and grab the smudge tool. I think the default tool that will be selected is the blur tool. So you just right click on the blur tool and you see the smudge tool below here. Then you pick that. So I have a brush that I'm going to use. okay, so this is the brush. I got it from CWOW Graphics. All right, so let's start brushing on the forehead. So we are going to smudge on the forehead and it will start looking smooth. And one thing that you need to take note is that anytime you are smudging and you have shadows and highlights, okay, so make sure you just smudge only the highlights and then you smudge the shadows. okay, you don't blend it, else you have an unpleasant look. So you can see that I'm just smudging over the shadows. I don't cross them. okay, I just smudge over the shadows, then I leave there and then smudge over the highlights or the midtones. okay, so anytime you just smudge from shadows to highlights, you will see dark spots on the highlights. okay, so always smudge over a specific area of one color, and always make sure or remember to lower the exposure of your smudge brush. okay, that's what we have at the top here. So on the control panel you see exposure. If you increase it and then you start smudging, you won't like what you will see. So if you start smudging, you can see this. Control Z, let's undo that, and then let's lower the exposure down. okay, so that you will have a very smooth blend on the skin. okay, so let's continue smudging, and always remember to smudge one place or one color, okay, before you move into the highlights or you move into the shadows. You can see that I'm just smudging over the midtones before I go to the highlights. So with this we are going to continue smudging every place. okay, we are removing the pixelation and then noise on the skin. So if you're new to my channel, kindly check my profile or my channel for more videos. We do flyers and a lot of designs. okay, so kindly check it out and then subscribe to my channel. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. Everything that you don't understand or if you have any question, leave in the comment section and I'm going to do my best to reply you or assist you. So you can take a critical look at how I just blend my shadows and then highlights and then midtones. Okay, so you can just look at it and do yours. For the neck, it's actually a combination of highlights and shadows, so you just have to take your time and then blend them together. All right, so that you have a smooth skin. All right, so now we are having this great skin right here. Now let's right click on this layer and then merge down. From here, click on that to merge it into the first layer. Okay, so we are going to sharpen this up a little. So let's duplicate this layer, Ctrl J to duplicate, or you can drag it into the plus. All right, so with the top one selected, let's go to filter and mine the bottom, the last option, which is other. Okay, so I'll select other and then high pass. Now with the radius, always keep it, let's say, below 2 pixels for the best results. Okay, so I'll keep mine at 1.5. Click OK. Now let's go to the blending options and then pick linear light down here. Click on that. All right, so now we are just going to add dodge and burn so that we brighten up some portions and then darken some areas too. Okay, so I'm just toggling the before and after there using the visibility, the eye. Okay, so let's turn it back on and let's go back to the layers panel and then right click on this layer and then merge down. Okay, now you can press O on the keyboard for the dodge tool, or on the tools panel below the smudge tool we have the dodge tool. Okay, select that. I have mine selected. So with that, you can brighten up or you can add light into areas. So you can toggle the exposure right here and always keep your exposure at a lower percentage. Okay, if you increase it, you have a very bright effect on the skin. So let's say I bring it to 78 or something, then I brush. You can see that we are having a very bright, which is making it unpleasant. Okay, so I'll just go and lower the exposure and then start bringing out some light bit by bit. Okay, so I'll just brush over this highlight to strengthen the brightness, and areas that we see light, we just brush over there to increase the brightness a little, and this actually adds more beauty to this image. Okay, so I will just do that on the highlighted areas. So I'll just go ahead and brighten up certain areas and we are good to go. But always make sure to smudge every part of the image so that you avoid any pixelation or noise on the image. As for mine, you can see a little noise and pixelations around the lips, the eyelashes and stuff. Sake of this is a tutorial, I just want to take you guys through. So as for yours, just take your time and then smudge every place. So after we are done dodging, let's go and burn certain places. Okay, so go for the burn tool, and for what a beginner to understand, you are adding shadows. Okay, so always burn or brush over the areas where there are shadows so that you just strengthen the shadows over there. All right, so you can see I'm only brushing where there are shadows. Okay, all right, that's very quick one right there. And let's go and bring in the original image and let's come and paste it on top so that we see before and after. So this is the before and after. Wow, this is very nice. Okay, so you have the after, before, after. Just toggle it out. Okay, so this is the effect that I used in my beginner's tutorial into Adobe Photoshop. You can check it in my channel, and I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison on a flyer so that you see the effect, how it is affected. Okay, so let me just save it as PNG. Okay, you can save it as PNG. Okay, so this is the original image, and then this is the effect that we used, okay, or we just did. So it actually brightens up a flyer, so you can just go ahead and use it up in your flyer design to add a bit more touch. So thanks for watching. My name is Opon Chichoku. This is Cool Graphics, and I'm out. Peace.